Welcome back.
I got bangs.
Grace has bangs, and I've got a new hat.
And I got a new shirt.
And it's time for End
And
My
My
Suffering.
Grace has bangs edition.
End my suffering.
Yeah, we're going to do a weekly fan shout out.
Yeah, we're doing a weekly
Weekly
fan
fan-
shout out, and it'll be the same person
So if you
every
put
time.
on our plus notifications, leave a comment. Is it plus? No, it's push.
Yeah, what the
Push
fuck?
plus. I feel like plus
Push
makes
notifications.
them push. Like push?
Yeah, because I'm like, hey, a new video's out. There's
But
a new
also, like,
video.
plus, like, more notifications. As opposed to just regular notifications. Like, you're getting my plus notifications.
they're-
Like, you're getting my extra notifications.
But it's not extra. It's just notification.
But it's for the channel. Like, it's extra. Like, as opposed
Well,
to
that's
just getting, like,
noti-
regular...
You don't call those push notifications for a channel. I think you just say you click the bell to put on notifications.
Oh.
Because push notifications are just all notifications. Because they're being pushed.
Well, then
out
it's
to
just
you.
notifications. Why would you have to have
I don't know.
push notifications?
I'm with you. I kind of don't think it
Okay,
makes
notifications
sense.
doesn't sound like a word anymore.
Notifications, yeah.
Why does notification kind of looks like the word nonfiction?
Brave of you to say.
This is commentary.
This is awesome content. Repeating a word over and over again and then be like, this word is weird. This word sounds weird
That's
to me.
comedy.
That's classic comedy
Ha
right
ha
there.
ha. Classic comedy.
But yeah, so we're back to basics this week, you know? Nothing crazy, simple, easy going. We don't have a guest. It's just two people talking. And
Yep.
you never know what's going to happen. Like at any moment, at any given moment, one of us could do something crazy.
Was that what you were thinking?
What the
I
fuck?
thought you were setting me up to do something crazy.
That's my new hat.
Oh, you got it yesterday. It's not new. Where'd you get that hat?
At a concert.
What concert?
The Chapel Roan concert.
I actually don't know if you can see
I don't know if you
that.
can see that's the poster, but
I'm also wearing Chapel Rowan on my shirt.
and it's the same design as the poster.
same
So if you
design
can't
as the
see the poster,
poster.
just look at Grace's shirt.
I don't know why I chose to like
Just shimmy a little bit.
my boobs, but I did.
Yeah, we
It
went
was
to a
awesome.
concert last night. It was awesome. It was
so
really good. It was really, really fun. I will say, just like if we're doing, we've toyed with doing positive shout outs before.
Yeah.
Positive shout out. The whole experience, the concert was great.
Yeah.
Positive shout out to Chapel Roan and her openers and everybody. It was awesome.
She sounds amazing live.
She sounds amazing live.
which was really, really cool.
Shout out House of Blues. I guess.
Not sponsored.
Not
shout out.
sponsored.
Not sponsored,
Shout out House of Blues. Negative shout out.
I think I know exactly what you're going to say.
Not for me personally.
Yeah.
Were the people who were standing directly in front of us because they were taller than all of us, with the exception of maybe our friend Justin, who is very tall. But they were taller than all of us.
Wearing hats.
Wearing hats.
Which is fine. Everyone was wearing
Yeah.
hats, but I was wearing a hat and I was short, so it was fine.
Right. And the thing that
And not just like a hat, like a
cowboy hats. It was like a themed concert because like Chapel Roan, if you don't know, has this song Pink Pony Club, and that was the theme of the concert. So it was a lot of like pink cowboy hats,
Which
is
is fine.
what some people were wearing in front of us. And they were wearing those. They were too tall, and
They were
not too tall. They were just a height that
They
obstructed
weren't
viewing.
too tall.
And they weren't dancing.
Not at all. Not one time.
And they were consistently moving backwards. Like we were like up against a railing and they were moving backwards into us, almost like they were like, the music's too loud, I gotta back up. So
There was
not
plenty of
for me.
places to stand that weren't right there.
Right, and that's the thing too. It's like it's a big venue, a lot of different places to stand, especially for people who don't want to be on the floor dancing. A lot of places to stand. And so that was not for me, but I wish them all the best. I
Yeah.
say this with peace and love.
I say
Didn't
it with
hurt
hate
the
in my heart.
experience in any significant way, but it was just like this is silly. You know, this is a little.
What did hurt the
silly.
experience was I decided to wear high heel shoes, and I'm girly pop, but famously not on my feet.
Right, and not just
So,
high heel shoes. To be clear,
They were little booties.
little boots with lore behind them in terms of your foot health.
Every time I wear these shoes, my toes get numb for like 48 hours. So I can't feel my feet. Yeah, last time I wore them, I tripped down the stairs and landed on my stomach. So that was chill. This time I didn't trip full on, but I was in a lot of pain. There were some songs that, you know, I was like, I could take or leave. So I took my shoes off because without those shoes, I couldn't see anything because of the people in front of us with the cowboy hats and the not dancing.
With the cowboy hats.
With the cowboy hats and the not dancing.
And the moving backwards.
And you know what? Let's take the weight off of those people. There was another couple right in front of us where the boyfriend was also like 6'2".
It was crazy.
And had curly hair.
Right.
And I was like... And that was annoying because they definitely got there after us and they slid in front of us. And I was like, you cannot be sliding in front of me when you're taller than me.
Well, that's the thing. Because I go to like a good amount of shows and stuff, and I am also so tall and strong.
Right.
And it's difficult because, you know, you want to be up close, but it's also like there is, as a person who's above 6 feet tall, you should not be up. Like, that's just the unfortunate truth of it is, like, unless you're like in a pit or you're like moshing.
That's a short person ally right there.
I'm an ally.
You're recognizing your
ally to the
privilege and
short
you're doing
people.
something about it.
Yeah. It's like I have been up front for shows and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
For, you know, when there's like more of like we're all jumping or whatever anyway.
Well, I feel like
But
if
it's
you
like,
show up early, like, and you get in the front, like, that's a thing. But since we were all communicatively,
we all got there. We got there early, and these people got there after us, which is the other thing that kind of was like, come on, now.
Come on.
But
they're just
this
complaining.
is not to put random strangers on blast or anything. It's just like I think we're trying to find something to talk about from the concert that isn't just like it was an awesome, amazing experience.
It was
Because
so
it was
lovely.
Otherwise. Reasonably priced merch.
Yes.
With the exception of a $70 vinyl. What the fuck? But okay.
Blast.
That's not for me. Literally, because I'm not in the right tax bracket.
That's
for
okay.
It, but.
'Cause after you do that, she'll reveal that the vinyl is actually raising money.
Yeah.
We bought these tickets and we were like, they're a little pricey.
Yeah, that's true.
And we kind of like, the in-running joke was like, oh, these tickets cost kind of a lot of money. And then she got on stage and was like, a proceed of each ticket goes towards this LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, it was for the girls.
And we were like, actually, these were very reasonably priced. I
was
suppose.
like, yeah, I'm sorry I said anything. Actually, this is. You're right. No, I should have paid more.
I should have paid more if
so
I.
a larger contribution would have gone to for the girls.
Donate.
But yeah, that was genuinely outside of that. That was nice to find out because I was like, okay, all right. It wasn't overpriced. It was just like
you don't even have 1 million followers on Instagram, and I am paying money for a ticket.
Well, you also got jump scared by the price too, which I think our friend Liv is probably fine with us saying this. Like, Liv bought the tickets for us as a group, and we all paid her back. But you had just expressed mild interest in coming.
Yeah. I expressed mild interest in coming to Jake, and then I got a Venmo request for an amount of money that I was not ready to spend while I was at work having the worst day of my life. And I was, I went because money comes back to you.
Money comes back to you. At this point in your life, money comes back to you.
Isn't that like there's like so I'm new to TikTok. I'm still not really on it, but I did notice that there's like little like witchy like things. Like they're like, oh, if you do this trend, like good karma will come to you even if you're on private. Like sometimes it's like you have to be on public, or like use this sound for good vibes in the fall.
Right. Like
so
witchy themed share
like
scams.
Yeah, like the universe will bless you if you use my TikTok sound.
Yeah, the universe will bring you good luck for the next 3 months if all you do is hit the share button and hit copy link.
Yeah. So if you watch this video, money will come back to
Yeah, if
you
you
in
watch
2024.
This podcast all the way to the end when we make our big reveal.
Our big reveal.
Money will come back to you in 2024. Spend all of your money this is a new End My Suffering challenge. Get out your credit cards at home. Spend your whole limit while you're watching this episode.
On equipment and then mail it to us.
And then mail it to us so we can record a higher quality podcast. And then that money will come back to you. This is not a guarantee. We have no control over that. This is legally disclaiming. Not a guarantee. No money involved from us.
Legality.
We're not paying you anything. That money is probably not going to come back to you.
But remember that the universe is not governed by legal laws.
Yeah,
so.
the universe is governed by
good
the
energy
laws
and vibes.
of good energy and vibes.
And it's good energy and vibes if you watch this podcast and share it with your friends.
No, I've been saying that every time I go and I check our YouTube analytics and I see that like a good amount of people who watch this don't share it with their friends. I'm like, weird that you guys aren't committed to good energy and vibes. you get good energy
Weird.
because you're watching the show,
Yeah.
obviously, but then the vibes aren't there because you're not sharing it.
It's actually bad luck if you don't share it with your friends.
Right.
Actually, if you don't share this with your friend, money will be taken from you.
Money will be taken from you. This is not legal. We're not going to take any money from you, legally speaking. This is
No,
just
but the
for
universe will.
illustrative purposes. The universe might, though, because the universe does not operate on the laws of the legal system. The universe operates on the laws of taking money from you.
What's this shit about soda?
Oh, yeah. So in our notes, Doc, I put Coca. This is old news maybe by this point, but
Not to me, and I love Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola,
What's happening?
This is an AI-generated soda. They used AI to like develop a soda recipe, and it's just one of the grimmest things I've ever seen in my life, and I wanted to talk about
But isn't that just... They used AI, but they trained the AI.
I don't know what they did. They don't tell you really. Like so I kind of think they literally went to ChatGPT and were like, write what you think the recipe for Coca-Cola is.
Let me read how they're marketing this. So This is Coca-Cola Y3000, and the marketing is new from Coca-Cola Creations. I didn't know that was the full name of the company.
I think that's a subset. I think that's like,
okay. New from Coca-Cola Creations. Look into the year 3000, just like the Jonas Brothers song. That's not in there. I added that. With Coca-Cola, why?
Just like the Jonas Brothers song. You remember?
Well, it's weird that they picked the same year.
Yes, it is.
Year 3000, the first limited edition Coke flavor from the future. Created to show us an optimistic vision of what's to come, where humanity and technology are more connected than ever. For the first time, Coca-Cola Y3000 was co-created with artificial intelligence to help bring the flavor of tomorrow to Coke fans. Taste the future now. Coca-Cola Y3000 will be available for a limited time only, so pick up Coca-Cola Y3000 and get a glimpse into the future world. That could not be more vague.
Yeah, which is why I think, like, and I don't know, I mean, maybe they've released more stuff on this since then, but, like, I really do think that they literally just went to ChatGPT and asked it to guess what Coca-Cola was made out of, and then they just made that.
That's the thing. I was like, it's not saying
Right.
how different it's different.
Well, it is different. I will say, I did try it because I was
Wait, you tried it?
I was over at a friend's house, and they had it.
What the fuck? You didn't bring it on here?
Well, I was going to, but then I woke up at noon today, so I didn't go grab it before we recorded.
Damn.
But no, so I tried it. It does taste like distinct. It's not normal Coca-Cola. I think you would immediately clock it as such.
I'm obsessed with Coca-Cola.
But it's just, I don't know, it's just like sweeter Coca-Cola pretty much. Which is, again, I think supports my theory of they asked a robot to guess Coca-Cola, and it was like, yeah, a lot of sugar and a lot of syrup.
But I like that they're branding it as like this is the metaphorical bridge between humanity and technology.
Right. This is what
Coca-Cola Y3000.
Coca-Cola Y3000 is the singularity. This is where we become one with the machines.
Taste the future.
Is when we're drinking juice that was...
It's just so like
exported
this
out of
feels
a
like it's
computer.
out of like what's the one, Back to the Future 2, where they go to the future?
Yeah, and they got the fancy Pepsi bottles.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like they have the hoverboard and it's all like
Yep.
tomorrow, today.
Tomorrow's going to be awesome. And there's going to be holograms at the movie theater.
And Coca-Cola Y3000.
Yay.
By the year 3000, Coca-Cola is just going to be like being pumped through our veins. We're
Yeah.
literally just drinking blood of the future.
Yeah, this is blood.
This is
they should have called it blood of the future. That would have been crazy.
Or just like new water.
New water.
That's like, oh, you've never seen Idiocracy.
No, I haven't, surprisingly.
It's a satire movie about the future, and there's like...
And you really like it, right?
I mean, I don't love it. I don't love this movie, but one of the clever, like, kind of funny things is that, like, some soda has, like, bought out, like, they've, like, contracted with the government, so there's no more water. There's, like, just this soda.
Okay.
So, like, when you go to, like, water fountains, it's just... It might be Gatorade. It might be the company that they use. But, like, that's the idea.
I hate to say it. I could make my peace with that.
But like they
I
don't
love
allow
Gatorade.
anyone to like use water, so it's like all the crops are failing because they can like the government has like contracted with Gatorade. That's the only liquid that like people can have.
Oh, okay, I see.
And so when this guy, I don't know why I'm explaining the movie, but like
you really like Idiocracy.
I don't like this movie, but
For context, this is a movie that you watched in class.
I had to
right?
watch it in class.
And you
I
like
famously
hated it.
Because it felt very outdated. We were studying satire, and I felt like there's so many other films that like showcase satire in a modern context that aren't using like the R word and like using like jokes that are punching down on gay people and people of color.
Yeah.
So also, it's like we were watching it in class, and I feel like at this level in like 2020, okay, I don't need to go on this rant. I don't want to. You can cut all this. It's not important. But
Gatorade in the water fountains.
Or whatever soda. It might have been Mountain Dew. It was like some kind of gross soda, and it was just like instead of water. And I think that that's what Coca-Cola is moving towards with Y3000. They're like,
Right.
this is what will be in your body.
There's that like far right idea, right, of like predictive programming or whatever, where it's like like when a movie comes out and there's like a super virus, that means that the government's about to release a super virus or like whatever. It's like very like Alex Jones level, like insane person thought. But that's what Coca-Cola is doing. They're like, year 3000, this is the Coca-Cola from then, and also, you know, maybe it'll be the water too. You know, like it's like very much like they're prepping us. They're prepping us for when the water is Coca-Cola.
This is a thought I had just now, which is why I was doing a little giggle. In Coca-Cola marketing team, you can take this from me if you want to like go in on a deal, but I think that
Not for free.
Not for free. That's what I'm saying. If you want to go in on a deal.
Okay.
On a deal. This is not a free idea. This is
$10,000 floor.
Yes. But Coca-Cola, this is my secret idea for you. They should do a partnership with the Vatican, and instead, so that the the blood of Christ
instead of wine
will be Coca-Cola Y3000, or they can do a blood branded Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola Y. What year did Jesus die?
0.
He died years. Oh, right, after death. Yeah. Well, you know, not everybody uses that calendar because it's religious centric.
Well, you know what's fucked up about the Common Era calendar?
What's up?
It's the same calendar.
It is? Damn.
Yeah, dude. Well, we're in
dropped
2023 AD or whatever, right? But
after death.
2020, the Common Era calendar, which is CE, if you ever see that by a date, is like
it's marked by the same
It's
event.
marked by the same thing because it's easier to be like, everybody, all the religious people were saying like 1960 or whenever they came up with the Common Era. It was probably way before that. But they were like, we'll just use that number too because it's easier. And so they wound up using the exact same system.
Well, it's about language though, you know.
Right.
Common Era.
Well, there's that, this is super niche, but there's that YouTube channel Kurzgesagt, which is like those like animated science videos.
I've never seen these.
They're really great. They're like actually really like they're well researched. They're really fun.
Doing a lot of sponsorships today.
Yeah, no free clout. I'll believe all of it. But no, but they had a whole video about like what if we didn't use a religious calendar and we were going off of like human evolution. What year of like the modern human era are we in? And I think it's like 12,000 something or something.
Wow.
Like that. But I don't know.
Interesting.
Food Let us know in the comments below what year it is for you in your calendar, because it's really make one up. Who fucking cares? Start emailing people being like, it's July 4th or whatever. You know, that's your choice to make.
I'm just imagining you're walking up and it's the body of Christ. Amen. The blood of Christ.
I'm glad we got back to this podcast religious.
The blood of Christ.
Blood of Christ.
Diet, 0, cherry, or regular.
Dude, if they had cherry...
Like different chalices of Coca-Cola.
I'll tell you what. If they had cherry Coca-Cola in church, I might be going to church. I tell you what. That's my impression of my...
that felt a bit more like...
Southern
like
grandparents.
Like fundamentalist Christian. I was thinking more like a... It's the blood of Christ.
Oh, right, because we are in the Vatican,
yeah.
are we not? You're right.
I was talking about how we believe... the Catholics believe the blood of... Right. I just thought that would be funny. I think that the Vatican... I think that at a certain point, you know... Well, what? I wonder if there is like a specific, because it's not actually wine. The Catholics believe it's not actually wine. They believe that they're like, you know, doing the ritual that turns it into the blood of Christ. But is there like a wine manufacturer that has like a deal?
I don't know. I mean, I guarantee that the Vatican
probably has
it's like a very coveted thing for like a wine.
But anywhere
Italian
else, do you think
maker.
it's just like priests are walking into freaking...
Well, I know. Yeah, well, because it's ordinary wine. I know at our church, it was literally just like...
Yellowtail?
Yeah, it was literally just
box wine?
Yeah, no, literally.
France, yeah.
Well, because that's the thing is that like I think
they don't care.
They don't care because
well,
it's
that
like
makes
when you bless it or whatever. Which, by the way, all this is to say, none of this is for me.
None of this is for me either.
We gave
but
it
I
a
do
shot
know
when
it.
we were kids. We didn't like it, but we do know it. It's like the priest blesses the wine and then it becomes blood, so it doesn't matter where it came from. Which they could use Coca-Cola Y3000. Something to think about.
Food for thought.
Wine
for blood for thought.
There's going to be a Y3K, and
is that Y3?
$29.99, and everyone's going to be like, the computers are going to stop working at midnight on year 3000.
So, well, at Y2K, I was barely conscious, so I didn't know what you were talking about.
But you didn't know about Y2K?
I mean, I heard about it after the fact, but it wasn't something I actively know about.
Oh, do you know what caused it? Do you want?
Didn't it not happen?
Yeah. Do you know what caused the suspicion?
Oh, 9/11.
Yeah. And the fucked up thing is the Y2K conspiracy theorists were right. They called that a year in advance, and no one listened to them.
That's so crazy.
No.
JFK dying.
Yeah, it was JFK dying. Yeah.
Sick.
He was going to protect us, and then the CIA came.
No, what happened?
Allegedly.
AT&T knocked down a... I keep saying like, tell me, and then I guess. Did the AT&T like knock down a cable?
Yeah. Yeah, a squirrel chewed through a cable.
Really?
No.
Oh.
It was... People, it's equally stupid. People thought that computers, like there was a rumor that got started. I think it was a rumor that computers, the way that they were built, could not process in their date systems the number 0.
That's hilarious.
Like the concept of 0 was impossible for a computer to
computers
process.
Are built on ones and zeros.
So like that's why it was like everyone who was like reasonable. Well, not everyone who's reasonable, but a lot of people were like, of course it's not going to happen. But then other people were like,
there's never been a 0.
We are victims of our own hubris. There's never been a 0 in the date, even though computers have existed in 3 separate decades at that point, or 4 or 5 separate decades where there were zeros at least once.
That's crazy.
60, 70, 80, 90. But
sorry.
The door opened.
It's like there was scratching.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We got a cat. We didn't tell you.
Oh, fuck. I'm allergic to cats.
Sorry.
You should be.
Sorry, man.
Well, I brought something fun to talk about.
I'd love to talk about something fun.
So, I want to make sure you're sitting down for this.
Okay, I'm sitting.
Okay. Shrek's Swamp is now available to book on Airbnb.
Hell yeah.
So this is from like it was from like Lad Bible or one of those like gross.
Right, one of your favorite accounts.
No, but it is kind of like cool.
Yeah.
Well, but it looks like it.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I saw this too, and this is like cool. I would stay there. This is
like
awesome.
it's so sick. I wonder where this is though.
It's just like in the middle of New York.
Really?
No.
Oh.
It's on a soundstage in the middle of Manhattan.
Yes. Well, I would think LA.
Oh yeah, maybe. No, I was good. This kind of gave me like southern vibes. I don't know. I kind of thought this was just like one of those like roadside attraction type pieces.
Donkey's there.
Whoa, they got Donkey there.
But I do because
That's
it
false
looks like it's
advertising.
built kind of like a like this is a little concerning right here because it's like you could see through the door. So is there like
Right?
is
maybe
it like
they
a
committed
literal
too hard.
Yeah, because
to
look at the
accuracy.
ground. Looks like it's just like ground.
Yeah, it does look like dirt in there. It does look like
This is
soil.
like a dirt ground. It's not a brick.
Outside of like, yeah, if you weren't viewing this with like nostalgia goggles, right? Of like, I like Shrek, and therefore this would be fun to stay in. This doesn't look like it'd be fun to stay in. I feel like I would not want to stay in a different place with the same level of amenities. Where dirt floor, leaky window, random donkey that talks to me.
Random donkey that talks to me. All the creatures from Fairy Tale Land being banished.
Right.
That's
People knocking
terrible.
on your door trying to chase you out of town.
I want to see this if there's more information on this.
Yeah. Look up that info. Get into it. Dig in.
Okay. Airbnb newsroom. Interesting that Airbnb has its own news section.
They gotta try everything they can to not.
The key takeaways are this
bankrupt.
Halloween, Donkey is swamp sitting for his best pal DreamWorks Animations Shrek.
Oh, Shrek!
And he's rolling out the welcome mat to host fairy tale creatures of all kinds while he's there. Shrek's mud-laden, moss-covered, murky-watered swamp is situated.
Imagine they what?
This is in Scotland.
What? Oh, that makes sense.
And
He's
eat
Scottish.
like an ogre because in morning Donkey's making waffles.
Okay.
So can multiple people stay here at once? Are you sharing the swamp with multiple people?
I mean, it's a high demand area. I'd be surprised if they made you share it, but also maybe not surprised if they did. I don't know. But I do like if you ran a hotel.
Yeah.
Like let's say you ran like a motel, and you're like, yeah, it's got all of the amenities. It's mud laden. It's moss covered. It's murky watered. And it's I'm assuming.
And there's a donkey.
$1,000 a night.
Yeah.
And a donkey will make you waffles.
A donkey will make you waffles.
That is why there's no fucking way that donkey makes you waffles. Hold on. This is fucked up. They're telling us that donkey will make you waffles. Donkey will not make you waffles. That's not in his nature.
It also
first
just
of all.
feels like Donkey's going to be there the whole time because it says with Donkey in charge, guests will have a chance to live their own versions of the layered ogre life for 2 special nights.
What I'm wondering is like, because Donkey, I don't want to shatter any grand illusions, but Donkey's a CGI character, right? So how is Donkey there? And how is he in charge? Is it like Donkey, there's a cutout of Donkey, and you'll get like, maybe you get a phone call from the number that attached to the property, and it's like, this is Donkey, the waffles are inbound. Or is it like
What?
a
It's
guy
literally
in a Donkey costume is going to come up and be like, here's your fucking waffles?
It says for £0 a night, a nod to the or is that euros? No, it's pounds. They use pounds in Scotland, or
I guess so.
why don't I know? This is so
Well, yeah.
embarrassing.
No, they would, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cut that out. Don't let anyone know I don't know you're
I'm not going to cut it out, sorry.
Fuck! Okay, for £0 a night, a nod to the priceless refuge Shrek's Swamp has provided for fairy tale creatures of all kinds, brogers will be able to request to book an exclusive 2-night swamp stay for up to 3 guests, October 27th through
So
October
it's an
29th.
influencer thing. It's like you have to have like 1 million subscribers or 1
Well,
million
okay, I
followers
feel
and
like
they'll
so you can begin.
let you
Oh,
in.
you can begin booking on October 13th, but is that maybe for this specific thing?
This like run.
You could wait. I'm so confused because it's like
This seems like a
you
one-off.
can. It's saying like you can start booking on October 13th, but then it's saying that like up for 3 guests between October 27th and October 29th.
Yeah, I think you request the booking and then they have a week to decide who gets it. And then
Guests are responsible for their own travel to and from Scotland.
Right, that makes sense. Well, okay, this strikes me. I thought this was going to be a permanent installation that like they just a guy built this and is renting it out on Airbnb. This now kind of strikes me a lot more as like the Barbie dream house that Airbnb did, where they were like you can apply as an influencer, you could apply to stay in the Barbie dream house and come here and then tell everybody that Airbnb is actually not the worst company on earth.
Okay, well, it does say this 2-night stay is not a contest. Please note the bathroom is located 20 meters from the main living area in a standalone facility. The property is independently owned and operated.
The bathroom thing is lore accurate. You got to
Yeah,
respect
that's
that.
kind of funny.
That's so
Also, Airbnb is going to make a one-time donation to Hopscotch Kids charity.
Yeah, so it's like a partnership with whoever built this, probably.
I'm a little confused on how that works then if it's not a contest, but you can only
I think the contest thing is like probably just a legal distinction, which is fine because as we all know, Shrek Swamp does not operate on the laws of the legal system. Shrek Swamp operates on energy and good vibes.
Energy and good vibes. Well, that's crazy. We still have a couple of days. We could enter.
We could. I mean, do you want to do that right now?
Well, October 13th. It starts at
Do you want to do it right now?
It's not October 13th.
Get on the horn. Get on the horn with Airbnb.
We can't do that. Let me try. Coming soon.
All right. Well, whatever. I really thought you'd be able to use your insider connections, man, but that's fine. I'm really
just like
spreading out this podcast. I'm sitting casual style. When you're here, your family, you know?
I'm just trying to understand how if it's not a contest, like do you just book it anyway? Like anybody can book it, but then when it fills up, it fills up.
I think it's.
But it's just. But I'm confused if it's
a
one person.
One weekend thing. They are trying to find the person with the most clout.
Well, we'll have to see
document that they were there.
We'll have to see.
As like a promo thing.
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
Well, that makes it sound like it's a contest.
I think it is a contest, but legally it's not a contest.
Okay, well, I just think it's interesting that Shrek Swamp is now available to book on Airbnb, and I think it's strange that they put it in Scotland because it's an American movie.
But he's Scottish.
Is he, though? But
Yeah.
it's not happening in Scotland. It's happening in Fairy Tale Land.
You don't even know what the place is fucking called.
What is it called?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Siri, hey Siri, what's Shrek? Where's Shrek from? Where's Shrek from?
It says kick their feet up with a parfait.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Where is
It said United States of America.
I told you he was from here.
Wait. In the movie, where does Shrek live? Okay, he lives in a swamp. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I fucking knew that. That's from RogerEbert.com. I guess there was an era when...
What is the name of that place? We gotta look. I think it's Fairy Tale Land.
I thought it was like Never After Land or something. I could be thinking
well,
of something else.
why don't I remember?
Shrek.
Shrek.
Shrek. Where live.
Shrek live where in movie?
Where Shrek lives.
It's gonna say he lives in the swamp.
Duloc.
Duloc.
The fairy tale land of Duloc.
Why is it called Duloc?
Because it's collude backwards. I don't know.
Clued backwards? Is
Collude.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that on?
Shrek-
Is that for real?
Shrek interfered in the 2016 election.
The land of Duloc. Okay.
Right, because they sing that whole song. Wait.
Oh no.
What? What happened?
I didn't know that Chris Farley was originally cast as Shrek and then he died, so then they had to recast it.
That's so... Okay, well, that really sucks. but
It says Chris Farley was cast as the voice for the title character, recording most of the required dialogue, but died in 1997 before his work on the film was finished. Myers was hired to replace him and gave Shrek his Scottish accent. So Shrek wasn't even in Scottish. What happened was that Chris Farley died, and now the swamp is in Scotland.
Well,
This is all
butterfly effect.
addiction's fault.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is addiction's fault.
So, look out for people who are struggling with addiction, and then maybe the swamp could be built here.
Maybe the swamp could be built right here in America, where swamp. Well, I can think of a swamp that was built here in America.
Your ass. Swamp ass.
Fuck.
I actually hate that phrase. I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's gross. It's right up there with states' rights. Just a phrase I think is disgusting.
That's what everyone's going to be saying until Roe v. Wade overturned, and we're going to really have to stick by states' rights.
Well, I like states' rights for keeping Roe v. Wade around. Illinois W, thank you very much. But, I think some other stuff, not so good.
So you just can't give a blanket statement about how you feel about states' rights.
Blanket statements. That's another statement I fucking hate.
Blanket statements?
Blanket statements.
Blanket
I hate that
statements.
phrase. Because they're bad. Blanket statements are universally bad.
I will say on the day that we are filming this, Instagram is turning 13 years old.
Oh, yeah. I saw that in the notes document this morning. So that's kind of crazy. Feel old yet?
Yeah, kind of.
This is Instagram now.
I think
Feel old
I
yet?
think I was I was 13 when I got on Instagram, probably.
Yeah, you're 26.
No, I'm not.
You're not 26?
No, I'm not 26.
How old are you?
Fuck you.
28?
I am literally a child.
Okay, yeah.
I'm 12. Just kidding.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Why are you saying
Some of the shit you've said on this podcast, I think I would go to jail if you were 12.
Why would you go to jail?
Because I'm the guy who owns the microphones.
That's how that works.
That's how that works.
Anytime you want to incriminate somebody who has a podcast, put a criminal on the podcast so that when they confess to a crime, the person who owns the microphone goes to jail.
And that's the way it should and always will
That's
work.
justice.
That's justice. So what do you want to do with that? What do you want to...
Oh, I just do you have any old, how far back does your Instagram go?
Not far back at all because...
Did you archive anything or did you delete it?
I had a big moment in my life where I deleted a lot of the pictures on my Instagram because I didn't know that you could archive them.
That's fair.
Because I wasn't yet a social media head, so I didn't really know the things. But let me check my archive, see if there is anything. My oldest post that's on my Instagram right now is from 2019. And then there's also the content Instagram, which has old stuff that's just not interesting though. It's just poorly made.
Mine goes back really far and I archived everything.
God damn.
So I was kind of hoping that you had a similar experience because I just wanted to kind of talk through who I was when Instagram started.
I use. Oh, okay. I do. I do. Okay, so this is my oldest archive post. Is a picture. I'll take a screenshot of that so I have it later. But this is actually a very sweet post from 2015 where I was just really happy with. We had done a play in high school that was really, really fun, and it's the grainiest picture I have ever seen of me, Grace, and our friend Gabe, my roommate Gabe. Shouts out Gabe.
Yeah, our friend, but you had to distinguish your roommate.
Yeah, because we're
my friend.
Real like that. We live together, bro. You don't
Right.
you don't really know him like that.
Do you want to see my first post
Yeah.
on Instagram ever?
I would love to.
From 2012.
That's so on brand.
No caption, super grainy photo of the Hunger Games logo.
Just to let people know that you're kind of dark and twisted.
Well, don't
like
worry
that.
because my second post was the day that I bought the deluxe edition DVD
Do you
from
still
Target.
have that?
Of course.
Okay,
I have
good,
all
good,
of them
good,
on
good.
DVD.
That's awesome.
I have a photo of this photo. I recreated it every time I bought.
Are you gonna do that with the new one that's coming out?
Probably,
with Ballad of
just-
Songbirds and
just
Snakes.
to really keep up with my traditions.
Right.
This is a meme I made.
Stupid person. Why do you always post about the Hunger Games? Nobody cares. Me. And nobody cares what you got at Starbucks this morning. ... Again.
And I branded it so everyone knew that it was my meme. So when it popped off.
You really thought... Yeah, I mean...
This was a lot of likes for me back in the day in 2013.
Wow. Yeah, that is a lot of likes for that. Damn, 51.
Yeah, people were... I got 14
Wait, yeah, I did just make this. Hashtag Hunger Games, hashtag Starbucks, hashtag this is me, hashtag stupid person, hashtag me, hashtag made this, hashtag nerd life, hashtag books, hashtag again, hashtag yup, hashtag that be me.
Mm-hmm.
That is what... You're being very vulnerable with this.
Look at all these comments though.
Classic.
You're literally the best person ever. So true. Yes, ha 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 ha. Preach it, girl.
Amen. I think you should unarchive this one.
I
think bring this one back out. This is a classic. At least post this on your story.
Maybe when the movie when the new movie comes out.
Yes.
But
Hell
that's
yeah.
kind of all I was doing for so long. I have so many just like Hunger Games-esque photos of a time when I met my favorite YouTubers and made them all cards.
Oh my God. What? Wait, who was on the list here?
Alfie Days, Tanya Burr, Marcus Butler, Connor Ferranta, Jim Chapman, Zoella, Casper Lee.
Did you go to VidCon? What happened?
No, I went to a thing called DG Tour. They all went on tour together.
Whoa.
And I saw them live in Chicago, and I got to take pictures of them.
What's going on there?
What's
going on
This
there?
is when I went to the Red Tour in 2013
Oh.
with my friend Hannah.
I see. I saw that face you were making. I was like, did you go to a fucking Miranda Sings?
No, I did not. I went
Okay.
to a Taylor Swift concert because I'm cool. Yeah, this is the time when I got a cardboard cutout for Christmas.
Merry Xmas indeed. You were ahead of the game in terms of talking like a millennial.
I know. I was kind of...
Oh, there's
Here
another.
we go. So this is...
Wow.
That was when I got the Catching Fire one.
You can tell that you kind of were going into a bit of an emo era.
Right?
You know?
Because I started putting eyeliner underneath my eyes.
Yeah.
And it... Oh, this is sick. This is a time that I decorated a tissue box to bring with me to see The Fault in Our Stars.
Wow. 2014 was a really different culture.
It really was.
It was a really different era.
And I just wanted to kind of explore that
I mean, I
with
guess-
everyone.
I guess that a TikTok teen today might do something like that. That doesn't strike me as too out of the question. For
Too out of the question.
today's crafty youth.
I had a penny board.
You did have a penny board. Oh my God, dude. I remember thinking you were cool as hell because of that. And then
Thank
I grew up
you.
a little bit, and I was actually a loser.
Well...
No, I also had a penny board. I had a penny board where the wheels lit up.
Oh.
Yeah. As an adult, by the way. I was riding that shit in college. That's a glow-in-the-dark penny board.
Here's the third one.
A trip.
I also did that thing where I had white backgrounds behind all my photos.
Right.
So there's that one. I have the fourth one. I don't know if I ever posted it. But
You're being very brave, by the way, of not using this opportunity to put X's on blast and stuff.
I'm not going to do it because I know you're not going to put. I don't want you to put that in there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
It's not happening. Yeah. I did a lot. I had a lot of fun. I went through some phases that we can't unsee. I'm trying to see if there's any pictures that you're in. I put you on blast.
Oh, wait. Oh, what? Oh my God. What the fuck?
What? The Lathletes?
No, the Grace Challenge.
I might.
Because our friend had a sibling who had a YouTube channel that we thought was the darndest thing. And Grace made a kind of a parody influencer account.
I did.
based off of that we all got a lot of fun out of, but it was called Grace Challenge.
It was.
If you're comfortable with me leaking that.
No, it's cool. I can find it.
Okay, so this is crazy.
This is my first character work, honestly, if you want to
if we want
to contextualize my comedy career.
Be so bold. So this is your body of work here. It's a lot of stuff. Famous. Well, do you want to run the ship? It's your content.
Great. So I made a vlogsta, which was a vlog style Instagram. And it was a satire of day in the life, like YouTubers. And I actually famously, there was another girl like our age who started like an Instagram, like not an Instagram.
At our school?
Yeah. She started a YouTube channel that was like seriously in the vein. And I was doing like parody videos. And she thought I made this to make fun of her.
And it was a whole thing?
It wasn't a whole
Did it
thing.
become a whole thing at all?
But she did like message me and she was like, "Are you making fun of me?" And I was like, no.
I'm making fun of my friend's brother who I don't know.
Oh, well, okay, we'll start with this one. I did a crazy prank challenge.
Okay.
And the person that I pranked might look a little familiar.
This weekend, I went to the Illinois High School Theater Fest with my friends. We decided to pull a silly prank on my friend Jake. So, the following is a pre-filmed prank. Hope you guys enjoy.
Oh, yeah.
Jake was so ill.
Yeah, I was, dude.
He was asleep in the restaurant.
I had a fever, and I asked the person who was running, because we were in high school. I had a fever, and I asked the person running the trip if I could stay at the motel instead of going, and they were like, "No, you gotta go," which is one of the most pre-pandemic things on earth. It was crazy.
Wow, wasn't that crazy? Thanks for watching, guys. See you with my next vid. Make sure to subscribe, leave a comment.
Yeah, but this was also back when Instagram videos could only be a minute.
Right.
So I was like editing.
Were you doing this in iMovie? What were you doing?
Yes, I was doing this in iMovie. This is probably my most. This is probably my most famous one. I did a homework lookbook.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I've been getting a bunch of questions about my classes, so today we're going to do a homework lookbook. Let's get started. First off, we have AP Calc AB. For this class, I have an optimization worksheet, assignment number 2. There's a front and a back with some review questions. Second, I have AP Euro. I needed to read these 2 primary documents and answer the questions. I also need to just keep outlining the chapter. Uh-oh, I wasn't in French yesterday, so I need to do some makeup work by watching French music videos and then writing a paragraph on which concert I'd like to attend. Last but not least, I need to practice for madrigals. There are some songs I need to memorize before tomorrow's rehearsal. And those are my classes. If you guys had fun watching, make sure to like and leave a comment. Tell your friends to subscribe.
Not much has changed.
The thumbnail.
Not leaving in the thumbnail video.
I said with bloopers.
Wow. And you fit that all into the minute too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something, dude. That's really impressive. You got to get back to this.
I have 2017 goals. I have what I got for Christmas.
Oh my God.
And I do have a boyfriend tag that I did. A hard launch with my boyfriend.
Whichever you want to show, man.
We'll watch.
Hey guys, what is up? Today we have a very special video because my boyfriend is back in town. This is him. It's Kyle. He's back from college. I'm so excited to do the boyfriend tag with him.
Hey guys.
So
Question
insider.
number 1. When you're out, what dressing
does
she get on her salad?
Trick question. She doesn't get dressing. She hates salad.
Oh my god, you know me so well!
We all put you in 5 dollars.
Question number 2. What kind of sports does she play?
Trick question. She does theater.
Question number 3. Who is her best friend?
Trick question. It's me.
And that was the boyfriend tag. I'm so glad you guys got to finally meet someone who's such a big part of my life.
Thanks for having me around, guys.
For the thumbnail. Hey guys.
Who
So
was
Kyle is
yelling in the background?
That's you.
That was me.
Yes.
Okay, I thought it sounded like me, but I didn't
That
want to
was
say
you.
that. Okay.
Kyle's gay,
Yeah.
and I famously didn't have a boyfriend at that time.
Right.
So
How does watching this stuff make you feel? Like, do you feel
my
any-
voice sounds crazy.
I mean, yeah, it does for sure.
I mean, I
Like,
was doing like a voice kind of, but
do you think you could still do it?
no, I think it would sound different. But
That wasn't far off.
It'd be
Dude,
like-
just give us a shot. Say
It's just
say a line from your favorite Hamilton song, but as Grace Challenge.
oh god, from my favorite Hamilton
Yeah.
song, the Reynolds pamphlet.
That was pretty close.
I couldn't think of a line.
I don't know.
I was trying to think of one.
I'm sure as hell not going to give you one.
Yeah.
I do think it might be fun to cut these down and
Yeah.
into vertical format
Yeah.
and put them on TikTok.
Do it. Did you see the one where I dressed up as Elf on the Shelf?
Yo, yeah. This is a classic Grace bit.
Elf on a Shelf. Elf on a Shelf. Elf on a Shelf. Elf on a Shelf.
One thing I will say, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, obviously, that you can look back and you can cringe. You can look back and you can feel like, ooh, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say, our high school had a lot of theme days.
We did.
You know?
We had so many, and I dressed up so hard for every single one.
Yeah, goddamn, they really loved putting us in costume. That's
And
honestly,
here's the thing is, like, I feel like by the time you're a senior, like, everyone in high school is like, yeah, we can dress up for dress-up days. But it's like, as a freshman, like, it's, like, so embarrassing to, like, exist. But I didn't know that. So I was, like, dressing up, like, full on from when I was, like, a freshman. And I would go to class in, like, a full costume, and everybody else would be wearing normal clothes.
I'm glad that you pivoted back to your own experience with that, because for a second I was like, are we doing high school culture commentary?
No,
Is that what's happening right now? But yeah,
No.
no, you were like going all out, man. And that's people really
That's just something
respected
that
you
I've
for
always. I don't think people respected me for it.
People
but,
really, when they were shoving you in lockers, they were like, she's got heart.
Yeah, I never got shoved in a locker, but
No.
I definitely got some weird looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a way that's harder.
I just like dressing up. I think
Yeah, I mean, you still do that.
I still do that.
Yeah, you love a theme.
I love a theme. I love to dress up. And it made my high school experience memorable.
Wow.
Wow.
And at the end of the day, what more could you ask for?
What more could you ask for?
What we had other stuff.
We
there
did
was
have
one
other
more
stuff.
thing that you had put in there.
We fell down the Grace Challenge.
We
hole,
did, and hey,
as
that's
we
a
always
great
do.
hole to fall down, man.
I
There's
should
a
be
lot
made.
of stuff
I'll
in
make
there.
more Grace Challenge videos.
Oh, Pop Crave Instagram is
The death of news.
your other note on here. Yeah. Hold
I
on.
mean, if you want to, I can pull it up on my phone, or you pull
yeah,
it.
you do yours. You do yours.
So-
You have a better phone.
I followed the Pop Crave Instagram on our podcast Instagram because I wanted to be able to stay up to date with trending topics.
Right, when someone is stepping out and looking stunning.
And then, like, the way that Pop Crave does headlines on Instagram, because, like, on Twitter, it's a totally different story. There's, like,
Right.
more characters, and Twitter, obviously, X. Like, on a social media that's, like, word-centric.
Yeah.
But because Instagram is photo-centric, Pop Crave tries to, like, kind of shorten these headlines and then just puts them on a photo. But instead, they just kind of come out as, like, the world's most Mad-Lib sentences. Like this one, Pink regrets releasing We've Got Scurvy song for SpongeBob.
Wait. She
And
did
there's
a
no
song for
context.
SpongeBob? Yeah,
But there's
I
no
want.
context because it's just like, this is the photo.
That is like the thing with Instagram is like it's the worst platform for news, because like the only way to get more of the story is to go to the link in their bio.
There's never a link.
Yeah.
They just do the caption, which Pink tells the LA Times that she wishes she had never released the song We've Got Scurvy for SpongeBob SquarePants. that was a real mistake.
This really strikes me as like this is the quality of news you're getting from just a random stranger on the street, where like you're walking somewhere and you hear like, yeah, so Pink really regretted releasing that song for SpongeBob, you know?
Yes. Jessica Lange is thinking of retiring from acting due to lack of creativity.
That feels mean.
And then that's what they do is
like
like they'll just repeat the headline in the caption and then give you an out of context quote.
Oh, right. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, creativity is secondary now to corporate profits.
But that's not what it says.
It sounds like they knew exactly what they were doing, obviously.
No,
that's so fucked.
But that's what they do that every time.
Yeah, it's all clickbait.
Which is like why and it's like I'm like, is this even news? Like it's usually just a sentence. Jamie Lynn Spears voted off Dancing with the Stars after 2 weeks.
This is okay, but this is the class of news that Pop
That
Crave
is
should
true.
be putting out. You know?
But I just like there's no details, there's no link to an article. It's
Right.
just like a sentence about something that's happening.
Believe us.
Taylor Swift is reportedly has high hopes for her romance with Travis Kelce.
That's just something we've heard.
That's just something we've heard.
What about
And it's
it?
actually reported on from a different news source.
That's how you know it's trustworthy.
And it's not even from her. She likes that he's a normal, nice guy. He's down to earth and isn't affected by fame. She also thinks he's hot.
Did you see?
It's not news.
Yeah, that's like when people oh my god, when they released that statement with Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner, and it was like Kylie likes that Timothy is this, this, and this, and it's just like the most basic ass why you'd be attracted to someone.
Nice, kind.
No, literally like shit
funny.
like that. But did you see the tweet that had gone around like when the Travis Kelce thing dropped, which we don't have to talk too much about it because it's been talked to death, and it's going to be talked to death for the next like year of our lives. But like, there was a tweet that went around where it was like a video of him at practice, and it was a Swiftie being like, I don't know, seems a little aggressive to me, and fuck you if you don't think I should be worried about Taylor for this, because it was a video of him like running practicing football and like running into a guy, and they were like, he's a little aggressive for me, and it's like.
Well, did you know that Scream 7 will reportedly take place during the Christmas holidays?
No way!
Yep.
Reportedly, based off
Reportedly.
Of they have a hunch.
Just reportedly.
I would love, maybe this is a project that I should start, but I would love to do like a version of these like Pop Crave accounts. No one take this idea. Locked down verbal copyright. A version of these like news accounts on Instagram, but it is openly just hunches.
Yeah.
So it's like this year, it's just like later this year, Janelle Monáe will be canceled. Sources say, or like shit like that, you know.
Sources, me.
Yeah.
You tag yourself. The out of context quote is like from you.
Yeah. No, literally.
Yeah. So it's just like. Ed Sheeran says new album won't have any singles or videos.
Why does he look like that? No hate to Ed Sheeran
he
or
looks
whatever.
so
but like,
tortured.
He looks AI generated in this picture. That's not a real guy.
You know what's crazy is that he's like really popular.
I know, people love him. Well,
but
he's like it's unobjectionable music. Like it's not
but
like a sound I'm looking for, but it's like, you know, he's fine.
To thematically tie this, like it reminds me of Pink in a way though, where it's like I don't hear anything about him.
Yes.
But somehow his songs are like the most streamed songs on Spotify.
I think he like benefits from the same thing Pink does, where it's like it's a lot of like slightly older people. Because I know my mom really likes Ed Sheeran. Not to put my mom on blast.
That is really putting your mom on blast.
But my mom really likes Ed Sheeran, and then also the Target playlist culture of the world, like the store playlists, are all Ed Sheeran.
Yes,
Did
that
I
is
ever tell
so
you
true.
When I worked at Target, by the way, there was a month where they only played Adele.
That's hilarious.
She like had like a deal with them where they were selling like an exclusive like version of her album. And
they only played the album over and over again.
I don't think this was corporate policy. I think it was like the manager of my Target wanted to. They played Adele nonstop. It was like Adele, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Adele, Mariah Carey.
Katy Perry did guest star on Peppa Pig.
Good for her.
Again, no. Oh, as Miss Leopard.
Cool, man. It's always so funny to me when like a real celebrity
Is
guest stars on a
Peppa
kid show, on
Pig.
a show for babies.
On the show for literal children.
And it's like, oh yeah, this is really going to boost viewership because a baby wants to see Katy Perry.
This is the worst thing I've actually ever seen.
Yeah, did you not?
I did not know about this.
Dude, this is grim news. Yeah, they're rebooting The Office apparently. And
with the real people or the new people?
I think they're going to do new people because I would be amazed if they made a show with a almost all white cast in 2023. But
I do get it because I'm in the industry. But bro, like there's so much original content out there.
yeah.
Like what's happening?
But all that original content's not going to mint $1 billion.
But like no one's asking for this
I want
stuff.
$1 billion.
But no one's asking for it.
I think what's going to happen if they do reboot The Office is it's going to be kind of one of those situations where it comes out and the most press it gets is YouTubers being like, The Office.
This is bad.
The Office remake is worse than you'd think or whatever.
Megan Thee Stallion says she's releasing new music very soon.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about, man, is I could literally, like, anyone could make an account like this and just be like, Kesha putting out an album.
Who knows when?
Who knows what? I don't fucking know. I'm guessing.
But that's what I love about these fake news accounts.
Selena Gomez on being I'm not unattainable.
Oh, that's what it's. I read it as her saying, like, I'm unattainable.
You can't be me. Well,
That's
that
like-
would be more honest.
I know, but that's
If
what I
she
think
was
is
like,
funny
you
because I'm
straight up
like,
can't be me.
that's something where they definitely took that out of context and they were her just being like, you'll never be like me.
Yeah.
And then like the actual quote is her just being like, I want people to recognize that I've been very privileged and that being like me is actually like, you know, I've had help that not everybody can. But
Right. Selena Gomez says average young girl is disgusting pig.
I love rewording the news. That was kind of mainly all I. This is a good one. This is a great example of this is a great example of what I'm talking about.
Khloe Kardashian opens up about her fear of whales.
Like,
Yeah.
what about that?
They're too big. The quote is just, they're too big. I don't want anything bad to happen to whales, and I know the phobia is totally irrational, but we don't pick our phobias.
She's not opening up
She
about
just
her.
said, yeah, she's like, I'm afraid of whales. No context.
There's just like that's what I love. That's what I love about Pop Crave.
Bro, did you see that thing of that little frog?
What little frog?
This is. I should probably just show you this off pod, but this is just to end on like a positive note.
Okay.
And on something that made me smile, something that is for me. There was a. Come on. Also, my phone.
Yeah, what's up?
Is dying, like straight up, like on its last legs.
Bro,
it is so
I kind of
slow
feel.
now.
I saw people recording this concert, and I went to go see my favorite band, Måneskin. Free clout for them; they get free clout. But I was watching people in front of me recording it on their phone, and I was like, "My phone is old as fuck." I mean, it's not old as fuck, but I was like, "Damn, my camera's shitty."
Mine kind of is. Mine is a 10.
Yeah, yours is older than mine, but like,
dying. It doesn't even support the new software update, which is bullshit. First of all, but whatever.
But the people in front of me, like, I was like it looked better on their phones than it looked in person. Like, I was watching the concert on their phones because I was like, this looks incredible. And like on my phone, it looked disgusting. But I mean, that's kind of coming back in, like the grainy, like
right. Well, yeah, no,
bad quality photos are like in because people are like, I don't care. I'm posting whatever.
Right. And it's very, it goes in with that like Y2K core type thing too.
Yeah.
It's like,
which is also has to do with the evolution of Instagram.
right.
Kind of this idea of like the monthly photo dump of like, this is just stuff I take pictures of. Like I'm being real.
It's like a direct response to the thing of like, I'm gonna, post every day and like do this very manicured version of my life. And it's like a direct response to that where it's like still very manicured.
But it's like messy.
But
it's the messy bun. It's the messy bun.
It's the messy bun
It's
of
the no
Instagram.
makeup look of social media.
Hold on. I cannot find this fucking.
Do I think that photo dumps are fun? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Do I
too.
love that I can post poor quality photos and they're kind of aesthetic?
I think anybody who tells you not to do a photo dump, who tells
It makes
you,
a noise though, like it's gonna fall.
Yeah, we had a poster for audio listeners leaned up against the wall because I haven't put it up yet, and it keeps falling. But no, just this post. I thought this was darling. It's just a little frog. Oh wait,
wait, was this not a TikTok? It was just a post.
I thought it was, but I couldn't find it. They might have taken it down. Oh wait, you know what? Let me find the TikTok is great because it has music. So let me search the account.
I always like drink these like espresso drinks, and then I have like this insane headache and my hands are shaking, and I'm like, no, I don't poop.
Oh my god, we talked about that before. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. But then I'm like, oh, why do I have a massive headache?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like my heart's beating out of my chest?
Right. It's like I think I brought this up recently too, but like when you have a day where you're really feeling low and you're like, I feel like shit right now, my head hurts, I feel like I'm angry at everything, and then you're like, oh, I have not felt the warmth of the sun or had a single sip of water the entire day.
That's the other thing. I'm super dehydrated.
Right. You love being dehydrated. Okay. But, okay. So this, I found this. I love this.
Okay.
This is just a happy little thing that is so awesome.
Great.
Trick or treat for Halloween. Better give a treat that's good to eat. If you want to keep life serene.
Oh.
Trick or treat, the whole night through.
Aww.
Scalawags with fiendish gags
Aww.
can make it tough on you.
Aww.
Goblins by the
Aww.
Delightful.
Why can't you make art like that?
I wish I could, man. Hey, I've been using that Derma blade that I got last week.
Congrats.
Does it show?
Did you use it on this one? And not on this
I
one?
used it on both of them. I use it on both of them, but as my Opa told me, my eyebrows are kind of messed up, so.
I see it, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's there.
This one looks like kind of like a do. Like a do. This one's still kind of like a triangle.
Oh, well, I didn't like shape them. I just used it to like get rid of it. I used it to get rid of the baby hairs all over and stuff, but.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Nice.
I didn't know you. I thought you were saying you used it for what it's for. Oh,
no,
is the camera dying?
I gotta do that still. What?
Oh, it looked like it was beeping, and it says
No,
0 minutes.
Oh wait. Well, we're still recording. I think. Okay. Well, in case it looks like the camera might be going bad, so
it's going bad. It's expiring.
I might just have to re-record a goodbye. But goodbye, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.
Mwah.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at ems.pod. Bye.
And my suffering.